Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Take 2. Didn't realise I was going live take 1 and I was so not ready. I was just getting everything set up and I went, oh, I'm live. But that's okay. I'm here ready now to actually say hello. There I am. Yes, I had a false alarm, Denise. I was hoping to get on a bit earlier today, but life happened. So hey Sherry, what we are making today is this Nature's Poem and Rooted in Nature emboss card. So I've used some copper embossing, which is fun. Hello, Miss Nicole. And my second screen that I normally have an iPad in front of me, it's died. Well, it's not died, it just has no battery. So I have my laptop next to me. It's all happening. And this morning we had a smallish disaster. Hello Wendy, hello Joanne. So my disaster this morning, my husband and I had a meeting to go to and we were going to take my electric wheelchair. Hey Linda, hey Eileen. It's all happening. And I was going to take my electric wheelchair, so pop the electric wheelchair, thanks Denise, on my trailer. Thanks Gail, and went to the meeting, went to put the trailer down because the wheelchair sort of sits mid-air when the trailer's up. Get there, there's no power to the trailer. Hey Julie, hey Claire, thanks for watching. There's no power to the trailer, none. So the trailer was just holding my wheelchair hostage. So then we couldn't park where we were going to park because I ended up having to use my walker. And we sort of forgot to tether. Hey Leanne, thanks for joining. We sort of forgot to tether the wheelchair back down. Thank God the wheelchair did not fall off the trailer. We really don't know how the wheelchair didn't fall off the trailer. We went to our meeting, we made it on time. Meeting went well. Then because we were also having issues opening our car boot because it automatically opens and it wasn't automatically opening. Hey Kelly. So we went to the car service place because my car's less than 12 months old. So went there, got them to fix their bit. Trailer still wasn't working. They checked all the fuses and that was fine. Hey Roz. And then, hey Sonia, thanks for joining everyone. Sorry, I have to get out all this information. Oh, hi Ashley, sorry, missed you there. Try and get out all this information so then I can concentrate on my card making. So then we went to our trailer service guy and the hydraulics, because it's a hydraulic trailer. Two of the hydraulic plugs had come out. So we are now all fixed. My wheelchair is now no longer being held hostage by my trailer. Hey Margie. And it's life as usual. So I am here. Lucky I'd already taken my photo I had everything set up yesterday for today's video, knowing that I had a meeting this morning. I thought, oh, I'll get everything ready. Oh, while I'm here, I'll take a photo. I'm really glad I did. Hey Kathy, thanks for joining. So I can now share with you the final card that I made in my embossing class. Hey Karen, I'm in FL2, East Coast near Melbourne. FL, I've missed something. Let me scroll back and see what I've missed. FL, I think more is Fort Lauderdale. But then you say Melbourne, and I think Victoria. Yeah, but we have a Melbourne in Australia. You're throwing me right off. Hey, Joanne. You girls confuse the crap out of me because we have so many common places. Okay, so we're making this card. Really, really simple card using the Nature's Poem paper, using some scraps. You know I'm all about using my scraps. Wow, that is so cool, Roz. That is so cool. I don't think I've got anyone here yet that's in Melbourne, Australia, Victoria. Sorry, Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. You guys are blowing my mind. But do you say Melbourne or Melbourne? I need to know which way you say it. Hey Kelly, thank you. And I'll show you how to make it. So, really simple card. The girls loved making it because the sentiment that I'm going to use is actually quite bold. It really makes the embossing pop. So what I better, hold on, laptop. Just let me get myself up and so I can see my second screen and see what we're all talking about. And then I'll flick ourselves around. Hello, Miss Nick. Yes, people say Melbourne. We say Melbourne. It's weird. It's accents. Language is a funny little thing, isn't it, Roz? Hey, Rose. Thanks for joining. It's nice to see. Hello, Miss Heidi. I just need to make a quick card, Miss Heidi. I promised the girls I'd be here today. And after my eventful morning, which I'll fill you in about later, unless you watched the start of the replay, because I just told the girls about my eventful morning. But all is good. No one is hurt. Everything's sorted. So it's just on with the day in business as usual. Okay. Now, am I clear to everyone? Because I'm thinking I might need to quickly change my internet because I'm not quite clear. So as I'm flipping myself around, I will change my internet. So I'll be back in about 20 seconds, hopefully. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Right, now I'll flip you girls around. Move my laptop. Flick you around. I'm getting better at flicking my internet around. Oh my dear word. There are things everywhere here. And I have other exciting news while I fix all this up. Yeah, your eyes might be a bit blurry, Roz, and I just wasn't looking clear for me. So I just thought, I'll change it. It's all good. That way David can get working. Oh, flick screen. And let's see, because I'm sort of kind of not ready for you girls, but I just wanted to get on. Yay! Right, I'll move these cords out of the way and I will turn off my overhead lights so we don't get any shadows, and I will be back. Hello, Miss Donna. Oh, it's a beautiful autumn day here today, nice and sunny as long as the wind doesn't blow. It was quite chilly this morning. It was really, really quite chilly. Okay, now I've got to work out where I'm setting my second screen up, because if I put it where I put my laptop normally, it whatchamacallits, it casts a really bad shadow. Actually, I might see how bad it is. Yeah, no, can't make it work. All good, all good. Okay, at least on my laptop, oh, that's so cute, Julie. At least on my laptop, I can see your guys' comments, which is really good. I just need to get back into my video because I seem to be really far behind. There we go, much better now. And this might be my permanent solution. This might be my permanent solution. Let me just move a few things around and I'll put it on this side. Right. That can go up there. What else can I move? I need these doovers over here. And I'll show you, well, we're using half of the Rooted in Nature stamp set. And then this should fit beautifully behind there. Right, I think I'm sorted. So, can we please remember that I can stamp 2 envelopes today? And I sort of already half I've already half done this. So got 2 card bases, so we're making 2 more of this card, and I have these bits, and I won't need that piece. Just bear. Oh, I think David's going to run for the phone. Here he is. Maybe. No, I better run. No, he's running for it. All good. Hello, Andrea. Yes, I would recommend you splurging on your next order because the Stampin' Up, the new grid paper is beautiful. Okay, I don't even think. I'm thinking I can get a second one on that. Sorry. Working out all my stuff as I go. So, to make this beautiful card, I'm going to start with my stamping because I need the ink to be dry before I emboss, otherwise the copper embossing powder is going to stick everywhere. So I have the wood round. I don't know what else to call it. I just call it a wood round. And we are going to use, and I swear I already had this ink pad out. Yes, I do. We are going to use soft suede, and it is one of the colours in the pattern paper, so it goes perfectly. Although this one, my original card, I think I stamped off. Yes, there are, that's exactly right, Eileen. There are no measurements on it. So this one I think I stamped off, but I really do like it at full strength. And I seem to be back on a bit of a I love soft suede mood. Because I do love soft suede, I feel it's one of the more perfect browns. Now, when you're inking this wood round up, you don't actually want to press hard into the ink pad, otherwise ink gets into all the detail and you lose the beautiful detail in the stamp. Okay, I am going to stamp this down. I am going to leave it here for a few seconds for the ink to transfer. And then we get this lovely image when you can see all the detail there. I may have pushed a little hard on here and lost some of it, but that's okay. Now what I am going to do, because I have ink left here, I am going to stamp on the back of my envelope. And I've got a bit of a, hang on, what I can do. This ink pad is incredibly juicy, and all I want to do, there we go. I have my spare bit here, stamp that off, and stamp this on. Right, there we go. I missed the bit in the middle, but that always happens with envelopes. So, that is my background for my sentiments stamped. Oh, thanks so much, Karen, for sharing. You're crafting too. Julie, share with us. What are you using? Okay. Close that. Now I need my Versamark. I don't need my Versamark right now, but I will need it. And in the meantime, I am going to grab, where did I throw it? I'm going to grab my Stampin' Scrub because I know if I don't clean this wood round stamp, I am going to get it everywhere. 60 tags, wow, is that for your daughter's school? I think I need to refill. That's enough, but I need to refill my little buddy here, so I'll leave it out so I refill it before I put it away. Give it a scrub. That all looks beautiful and clean. Give it a dry, and it's all clean, conditioned, ready to pop away. Take that off because I'll need this block, and I'll even get a step ahead of myself here. And I will grab out the Thinking of You and mount that ready to rock. Okay, that is nicely adhered. Pop that up there. I am going to pop this just to the side and I'm going to work on the card bases. Just while that's drying, I will change tack slightly. Oh, beautiful. The beautiful bouquet is such a beautiful set. Bone folder. Bone folder, bone folder. So I'm using the thick Whisper White cardstock for my card base, and I am using a full piece of the wood grain pattern paper to cover the base. So I'm going to use my glue a bit differently today because we're covering the whole card base. I'm going to put the glue on my card base rather than on the piece of paper, just because I can, because I'm going to have no gaps. So sometimes it's just easier to do that. And this soft suede wood grain is gorgeous. I really, really like it. So I just pop it on roughly. And then when I'm doing this, I sort of use the edges of the card to get it lined up. So I like tap it on the side and then I tap it on the bottom or the top. So then it lines up perfectly. And when I open it, I have like a couple of millimeters, which is just the difference in cutting that's hanging over, and I won't even need to trim that. So that's one done. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Jenny. Thank you for joining. Oh, Heidi, I have Tombow. It's something I always carry multiples of. So if I see you a little later on, I can help you with that. Right, this is done. Pop this on, and then I'm going to show you the Nature's Poem paper, which is one of the papers retiring because I need to find some strips out of my scraps. So it's beautiful. I have had a lot of fun with this paper. So we have Blackberry Bliss, we have mint macaron. Now I'm thinking all my little scraps are back here though. Yes, all my little scraps are in here. And I've got some, I think these might be not wide enough, but we'll see. Have some mint macaron. I think we've also got Tranquil Tide, which is one of our retiring in colours. And we've got our beautiful leaf design, some Cajun Craze. Now this paper, this beautiful stripe, and I like this more purpley and petal pink colours. I don't have many pieces of paper left because I've used them all. And I've got this beautiful petal pink and Blackberry Bliss leaf pattern on the back. So I did very well using my paper. Did you say you don't have any Melbourne ladies? Oh, you're a Melbourne lady, Gail. I always forget that. Always forget that. So now I've done my card bases. I'm going to bring these layers in. And if I don't have any scraps in here, I can certainly cut some. So, no, I don't want to use the wood grain side because I already have wood grain. Do I want to use that? Or do I want to use... No, I want to use that. Okay, that's one side dealt with. Let's grab out my scraps and see what we can find. This Cajun Craze might look nice with a strip of... These are all a bit too big. maybe I'd do it the other way around and put this with, that's exactly the same, with the Cajun Craze. That all works. And because the papers, oh, actually, I might change my mind, change out that Cajun Craze and use, let's see if this is wide enough. No, it's not wide enough. I was going to try and use some of that Grapefruit Grove. I think I need to use my laptop as my second screen all the time, girls. I can see all your comments without scrolling, even though it takes up a lot of desk space. But that's okay, we can live with that. Okay. Now I've got to corral these back into, I'm not doing bad for the amount of scraps I've got, really. I've made a lot of cards. And that scrapbook page I showed you, I made with this paper. Now you can watch me struggle. Oh no, much easier than what I thought. Let's see if I can pick this up. Okay, and this one can go away too. And that one, right. And I think that one can find its way into the bin. So now I'm going to adhere those strips across and then just trim off the excess, pop that on, then I will get to embossing this piece, trim it out and adhere it. That's how easy these cards are. Yes, I might bring back in my Tombow, and I am just going for it. It doesn't matter where I put it, I'm just going for it. Because these leaves, these darker leaves are Cajun Craze, it just works perfectly. So what I'm going to try and do is line up one edge, and that should make it, just using my grid mat, a bit this way, and that's that straight. So is everyone's got a nice sunny day today. It is cold today, Julie, but I have been fortunate enough in my adventures this morning to be standing in the sun, and it has been glorious in the sun, which has been lovely. I didn't want to use that wood grain side, did I? But I have. Oh well. These things happen. Right. That is that bit done. Pop that to the side and then I'll trim it all off together. Oh no, Roz, that's not good. Well, apparently here on the sunny central coast of New South Wales, we are going to have sun and no rain all week. And we do actually need some rain because we need to fill our water reserves for winter. Okay, so let me just get back to my grid lines here and see that is pretty straight. That's, yeah, exactly. But it's like I've still got the air conditioner just keeping the house at a reasonable temperature because we have slate floors. We lose temperature really quite easily in the house. So we've just got it on and cycling so then we can not die tonight. And I'm actually feeling warm, my hands are warm, so my hands are working, which is always advantageous because I like that. Oh, I forgot to tell you my big news. I'm expecting my pre-order today from the new or upcoming 2019 to 2020 catalogue. So when that arrives, I'll probably do a bit of an unboxing. So then I can pop it away. and then I'll have 2 unboxing videos. Oh no! But you guys need the water more than what we do, Chrissy. I know that one for a fact. So they're my 2 bases, and while I'm here, I am going to adhere those down. So as always, even though I'm making 2 cards, I'm doing all the same steps to each card as we go. So just all part of my assembly process. And I think that's as straight. Actually, that wood grain through the middle looks really good. Yeah, that's as straight as that one's going to get. Take my second one. I know, Donna, it's exciting for me. It's not so exciting for my bank account, but I lost so many stamp sets, or I'm losing so many stamp sets. I need to craft with something new. And I'm trying to find the balance at the moment of crafting with new things and showing you current things. Because not everything in the retired list has gone. There is still plenty of things left. And I know my customers like seeing things that are current, because I can show them new things, but they can't have them straight away. Okay, so I've got my 2 card bases, pop those off to the side. I'm going to bring this one back in, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a test. I'm going to show you how to do a test to see if this is dry or not. Now, I happen to have a handy dandy tray here, and this is copper embossing powder. Exactly, it's always for our benefit, Donna. So I'm going to pop the embossing powder over our stamped image, and if the embossing powder sticks like it did there, oh, actually, I tapped it off, but they were actually finger marks. So the ink is dry. It's just I have finger marks on the paper. So I'm going to use my embossing buddy. And this gets rid of all the static cling off your image, so the embossing powder doesn't stick to it. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this down here, do my stamping, and then we will hope and pray for the best. Oh my God, snap, Julie. But you already knew I was going to use copper embossing powder, so you're copying me. The funniest thing happened at work yesterday, because I talk on the telephone for my job at work. You know, talking's my profession. And this one of the patients said to me, "You've got such a good voice for radio." And I said, "Well, you know what? For my other job, I actually talk." And she goes, "Oh, well, that's perfect then, isn't it?" I had to laugh. Okay, so I have stamped that in Versamark, which is a sticky clear ink that you can use for watermark, a very subtle tone on tone, or you can use it and you can see here that the embossing powder sticks to it. Now, I'm going to be really smart, and while we're here, is tap. Helps if you tap completely over. Now, I have one of my kids' handy dandy paintbrushes here from when they were really little kids. I just clean out my tray, and then I slap it on my leg to get out anything extra. Throw it to the side. Oh, do you know what? That's just going on the floor. I don't have patience for that today. And always make sure you replace your lid. And you need to ask the dear Denise Garrison how we know this, because she has had 2. That's funny, Julie. See, I'm not a huge fan of my voice, but anyway, I should say my voice is what my husband first liked about me being blind. He thought I had a nice voice. So, yeah. Yes, Denise. Denise, you're still here. Denise, your stories are getting told. Denise has had 2 very exciting things happen in live videos. First, she knocked over a whole pot of glitter, of our glitter, and the second one was she recently just knocked over half a pot of embossing powder. So Denise has no luck, and this all happened while she was live on carpet. Yes, hilarious. Love, love, love your creations, but I'll be honest, I also love your voice. Oh, that is lovely. Thank you, Lisa. I'm now going to melt this embossing powder. So I've just got the heat tool. I do let it warm up. It's the accent, right? See, I don't have an accent. You guys have an accent. So, my glue holder was made locally by a friend of mine. He's a 3D printer, but that is in Australia. I would recommend just Googling glue holders and see what comes up. So you can see the joy of embossing and that embossing powder changing. The best thing about embossing is just seeing that change. Now I'm leaving it on there for a few seconds longer until it goes shiny. Like the whole surface gets less dimply. That's the only way I can explain it, is less dimply. Oh my God, I can't talk. Let me put my teeth back in. Then I just give it a bit of a cool off. Pop this embossing powder away. Look at me all being neat and tidy. Okay, and then we're just going to hand cut them out. Look at me doing all the hand cutting. Yeah, Joanne, the actual postage to get it from the US was horrendous. So I farmed it out to my friend. And he has reported to me that he has not stopped printing them since I started using them in my live videos. So as always with our hand cutting, don't move the scissors, move the paper. Because that makes, yeah, right. And if you're having troubles with the excess paper, I just do a cut up and then that gets it away and you're not fighting with it as much. Because I'm normally not a fan of hand cutting, but this image in particular, whilst it's circular, you can really tell when you use a circle die or whatnot with it, because it isn't perfectly circular. So it doesn't take much to do this hand cutting, even though I make it look hard with my hands. My sprung scissors certainly make it much easier. And that's a bit of a big bump. There we go, that's better. Yeah, and a shot glass is good too, but I like this because even though it's hanging there and it doesn't drip off, it's just hanging there even though the glue's right at the tip. But I got it because I would oh, good girl, Denise. That's awesome. I'd break the shot glass because I do things like that. But hey, that's just my superpower. And then what we're going to do is pop some dimensionals on the back of these, pop them on the card, and this is this card done. So I've used up my pattern paper. I've added some beautiful embossing to make the card pop, and I've used up some of my pattern paper scraps. So hopefully this card just makes you look at some of your supplies a bit differently. Gets you embossing, because for a lot of people this was the first technique that really, get the scissors in the right place, that really got them into card making. Just watching that embossing powder melt, and they all go, wow. I still go, wow. I could emboss all day, but I don't, because I've got to do other things. Oh, hey Victoria, I'm so glad you're catching me live. Okay. Ow. Yes, you all just saw me stab myself. Okay. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. I'm not going to quite do a Mr. Bruno or a Miss Missy, but I'm not going to go shy on these dimensionals because the cardstock has buckled a little bit with the heat embossing. So I am not going to be shy. Okay. And for all of those OCD people playing at home, I'm trying to appease you and myself with the way I'm using my dimensionals, using them in nice lines. Oh yeah, see Donna, I have I've got floating floorboards here in my craft room. In my main part of my house I have slate, so you drop anything it breaks, and the slate is just way too hard to change when it's like through the kitchen, dining room, living room, hallway, like it's in all the main living areas. So if I did do anything, I wouldn't be able to live in the house, and then I wouldn't have all my craft supplies, and that'd just be sad. So do you girls still have orders you need to put in for the retiring list? Is there anything you're still absolutely needing? Because I'm interested to know. For me, I think I'm good. I did, although I did an order the other day and bought a Christmas stamp set for the Christmas Stampathon challenge, because all of mine are retiring, and I'm not going to tell you which Christmas stamp set. I want to buy 2, and I've bought 1 so far. The other one I'll probably get with my order when the catalogue goes live. Hello, Miss Patricia. Hello, Jeannie. Oh, hello, Kendra. Yeah, because I need an injection of Christmas things. Yeah, oh, Julie, I'm waiting for Bob to turn up. I was really excited when Bob turned up yesterday. For anyone who doesn't know who Bob is, he's probably my second favourite adult man. He's my delivery guy. He's my Australia Post guy. And he brings me all my fun things. So I'm just going to, before I stop an avalanche, I'm going to be good. I'm going to clean my Thinking of You stamp before I finish. Hey, Shelley. See, I told you I was coming on and everything got sorted. If you want to know what happened this morning or my adventures, go back to the start of the video and I get out everything that happened this morning before I went live. Hello, Miss Vicky. I'm cleaning up and finishing. You've missed all the fun, Miss Vic. Okay. Popping things away, cleaning up, and then I will go through everything that I have used and say goodbye, because I have other things I need to do today, sadly. If only I could sit here and play all day. I know, Vic. It is a bit of a bummer. Okay, put the lid back on the Tombow. It's funny, it's not even called Tombow in the catalogue, but we all call it Tombow. Very good. I quite often have to do that bargaining with myself, Julie. I have to get X, Y. Oh, I drew blood when I stabbed myself. I have to get X, Y, and Z done before I do this. It's like, yeah, it's good. Thank you, Karen. So I've used just one part of the Rooted in Nature stamp set. So these are the 2 cards we made. We also did the matching envelopes, and I used copper embossing powder, Versamark ink. What else did I use? I used the Nature's Poem pattern paper, and I had lots of fun. So just using up some scraps on those strips under the wood round. And I did teach these in a class, not last weekend, the weekend before. So that class bag, oh, I should show you closer up because they're not showing up well. This one's showing up really nicely on the video. This one isn't. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the class of the cards. Oh my God. I do hope to be back on Thursday or Friday. I can't think what's in my diary, but I hope to be back later in the week showing you something else. I will try and have a good afternoon. Busy as always. Got an appointment with my son and karate and all the fun things we do in this household. But you guys have a lovely evening, and I will catch you guys later. Julie, I'd love to see photos of what you're creating, so please please drop them to me. I'll take Elkin. That's good. I knew who you were talking to. Thank you, Pamela. I didn't even see you pop in. Oh, I'm glad you enjoy your visits here. I enjoy you guys visiting me. It just means I'm not crafting by myself in my room. Off to the movies. You enjoy the movies, Vicky, and I'll try and catch up with you later. Thanks, Leanne. Thanks, Donna. Okay, guys, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.